Handicapper Steve here, handicapping opening day from Atlantic City Racecourse here on Thursday, April 24th, 2014. Racing returns to the Jersey Shore today. Six races to go. So let's get on to it. Today's first race, what's the start line's purse $16,000 for 3-year-olds and up, which never started. Claim price $16,000 or less. Whichever one through the race is going a mile 40 yards. We do have a field of 9. I love Atlantic City. The turf course is probably the best in the country. Mile 40 yards. And I'm going to go with the 4th here, number 4, Influence 5-2 with Jose Ferrer. Last time out, he ran at the Meadowlands last October the 18th of last year, mile 70 yards on turf course and claim race from claim price $14,000. Finished first by 1 lengths that day, was the favorite that day. He had a rail bill, did, and held that day. Went the Monmouth mile 16th on September 21st and claim race $12,000. Just third by 5.5 lengths. He had 4 wide early bid at the quarter full and just never really went on that day. And then September 8th at Monmouth mile 16th, claim race $18,000. Finished second by 2 lengths. He had a bid in turn, was second best. Last season, started his season at Atlantic City, 5.5 furlongs, main expressway. Broke the maiden that day by a nose. He had a late run and got the nod that day. Do like this horse here, so going with this one. So we count my bets first number 1 for Atlantic City Racecourse. Going with the 4. Let's get on to race number 2. I'm going to handicap all the races for you. Race number 2, it's the Star Lounge race for $16,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Never start. Claim price $16,000 or less on the 1 through races. Going about 40 yards here. We do have a field of 10. Field of 10 going a mile 70, and I'm going to go with the 10 here. Number 10, Cairo 6 at 3-1. Kendrick Caramouche is in the saddle. Last time out, they're on a Gulfstream Park, mile 16. Claim race $16,000. Claim price March 26th. Finished 4th by 7 3/4 lengths that day. He saved ground, just tired. Then a Gulfstream mile, 7.5 furlongs and claim race $16,000 on March 12th. Finished 3rd by 2.5 lengths. He had no late gain that day. And then a Gulfstream mile 16, claim race $16,000. Finished first by 2 lengths. He bumped after the start that day and just went on to win that day. First start at Atlantic City, so going with this one. Had some really nice races down in South Florida this year. So we count my bets race number 2 from Atlantic City, going with the 10. Let's get on to race number 3 from Atlantic City. Third race from Atlantic City. What's a main special for purse $15,000 for maidens, filly maidens, 3-year-olds and upwards. Mile 16th, they're traveling on the turf course field of 12 horses. Mile 16th, and I'm going to go with the 2, Crafty Chick. Pablo Fregoso is in the saddle, 3-1 last time out. Ran at Tampa Downs on March 7th and off the turf, mile 40-yard race for maidens $16,000. Came 4th by 7 3/4 lengths that day. He had a position and faded in the final furlong. And Tampa, mile 16th on turf course on February the 6th and mains $25,000. Came 5th by 14 3/4 lengths. He had a bid between and find out. And then Tampa, mile 16th off turf main race. Came 3rd by 3/4 lengths, stuck between his driving. Do you like this horse here? This horse has run in New Jersey. That was last year at Monmouth Park, mile 16th on October the 15th on turf course. Finished second by 2 3/4 lengths at 34-1. Tracked and led gamely that day. Do you like this horse here at 3-1? So we count my bets race number 3 from Atlantic City, going to 2. Now let's get on to race number 4. The 4th race from Atlantic City was the Star Lounge race, first $15,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. Never started. Claim price $16,000 or less. Return 1-2 races. Going 1 mile here, we do have a field of 12. 1 mile, and I'm going to go with the 12 here. Number 12, Eastbound Train at 7-2. Chevon Toledo. Chevon Toledo. I think I screwed that up, but 7-2 last time out. They were at Monmouth Park, mile 16th on July the 19th. Claim race $20,000. 5th, 8th that day by 9 lengths. He fired on the outside, just faded late that day. Then a Monmouth mile 16th on June the 30th in claim race for $18,000. 18,000. Finished 5th by 5 3/4 lengths that day. He closed and moves speedily. And then Penn National mile and a half on a good going. Claim race $16,000. Finished second by 5 lengths. Was favored that day. He pressed the pace and just had no match. Atlantic City is 1-0. Finished second here at Atlantic City last season on April 28th. By 10 1/4 lengths. The winner of that race, it's Charles. I'm so sorry. The winner of that race, it's Charles again, is running in this race also. Going with this one, so Cap My Bets race number 4 from Atlantic City, going with the 12. Let's head on to race number 5. What is the starter allowance? First, $23,000. Phillies, Mayors, Drills, and upward, which number 1, the same price at $16,000. Going 1 mile here. Field of 9 horses, going 1 mile. I'm going to go with the 2 horse, number 2, Eileen Star, 15-1. Edwin Gonzalez is in the saddle last time out. We're at Laurel Park on the 8th of November 13th and claim race for $20,000. Finished 4th by 2.5 lengths that day. He had a mild rally between horses that day in the field of 14. Did break from the 10 hole that day. Then Laurel 1 mile October 25th in the last race for $18,000. Finished 4th by 6 1/4 lengths. He stayed ground and was very weakened that day. Then Laurel 1 mile on October 4th in the claim race. In second by 2 lengths. Won away that day. Do you like this horse here? Ran a nice race for Penn National last season, December 19th, mile and a half Penn National claim race. Finished second by 2.5 lengths, 3 wide, third, and closed gap. Let's go with this one. So Cap My Bets race number 5 from Penn National. Race 5 from Atlantic City. Going with the 2. Now let's get on to today's nightcap. What's the 6th race? Final race on the program. What's the allowance race? First, $15,000 for Phillies, Mayors, Drills, and upper stumps. Started a claim price $16,000 or less. Which number 1-2 race is going mile 40 yards on the turf course. Field of 12 horses, and I'm going to do with a 4-10 exacta box. Mile 40. Number 4, Christmas Angel, 3-1. Anthony Salgado is in the saddle last time out. Throwing an Aqueduct 1 mile on November 6th and claim race $16,000. Finished second by 2.5 lengths. He angled down, just rallied that day. Then at Belmont, a mile and 8th, an optional claimer, October 20th. Finished 8 by 11 1/4 lengths, 79-1 that day. He was 3 wide into the back stretch, just never had a great chance. And then Parks Racing, 7.5 furlongs in the last race. Finished second by 6 1/4 lengths. He rallied and just had no match that day. I do like this horse here. At Atlantic City, 1-0. Ran last season, mile 40, and finished 5th. I'm also going to go with the 10 horse here, number 10. She's my fleet, 6-1 Kendra Caramuch. Last time out there on October 26th at Meadowlands, mile 70 yards claim race. Finished 8th by 10 1/4 lengths. He bumped that start 5 wide. But a race I want to go back to is his main win, 18,000 Penn National, July 11. Won by 1 1/4 lengths. He had a rail second and bid at the 16th hole and drove in. First start at Atlantic City, so going with this one, so Cap My Bets race number 6 from Atlantic City Racetrack. Going to 4-10, good luck to all.